Okay, the drill we're going to do now is a common psychological practice drill that we do in Pro My MMA, which is really practicing the stare down at the start of a competitive MMA fight. This piece right at the start from here, where we're squared up, maybe there's a referee between us, maybe there's a bit of distance, maybe we're very close, is one that's quite difficult to negotiate psychologically, so we have to not just practice it and prepare for it, but also have a bit of a game plan for it. Now, I'm not going to talk fully through the use of keywords and visualization here. We'll save that for another time, but you will want to prepare yourself some keywords to do this properly. Ideally, we'd like 2 keywords, one that's going to represent the way you want to be psychologically, so relaxed or focused, or anything which represents how you want your mind to be, and one that represents how you want to be physically, so fast or sharp or energetic. 2 keywords, and then you can use one on the breath in and one on the breath out. So for example, if I picked energized and focused as my 2 keywords, I can then practice using those keywords to help me calm down the breathing and give me something to focus on when I'm doing the stare down, other than what if he does this, what if he shoots in, what if he does a double leg, what if he does a punch or a right hand or left hand or anything like that. I don't want to be focused on all that stuff. I want to be focused on the keywords that I've already prepared. Lots more work to do around the keywords. That's not for discussion now, but it is important that you get them prepared. So in this instance, when we come in, what we want to be doing is using those keywords. So on the breath in, I'm going to do one of them. So in my head, I'm going energized. On the breath out, I'm going focused. Energized and focused. So it helps me bring my breathing down to a good level and keeps my mind on the right track and not wandering off onto all kinds of nonsense. Of course, if this person hasn't done this kind of work and they're not prepared for this, there's a good chance that psychologically they'll be suffering here, that they'll be worrying about a lot of things, and so you're instantly getting an upper hand, which is absolutely fantastic. One more tip: it's entirely up to you to do whatever you feel comfortable in this situation. You don't want to make yourself do something you don't feel comfortable with. You could do this not looking at the person and just looking down. That's absolutely fine. But if you do want to look at the person, which I'd recommend that you at least practice and see how comfortable you do feel with it, then look in the eyes and look just at one, so that you're not glancing all over the place from here, that your focus seems pin sharp. If to this guy here you seem 100% focused, then it will really help for them to be apprehensive psychologically about how good you are. So from here, I'm just going to look at one eye, and just for a little bit of fun, I'm going to imagine that the left eye here contains the key to his heart, and I'm going to see how much heart this guy's got. So I'm going to look straight down his left eye from here, which of course is on your right side. So I'm going to look straight into his left eye and see how much heart he's got in here. That'll make it feel like you're super focused as you're in this stare down mode. We don't want to do it right in from there, so we're going to step back. We're going to imagine that we're starting opposite sides of the cage from here. We're going to have the referee call us in. We're going to come up. We're going to practice this, sometimes for just a couple of seconds, sometimes for 10 or 20 seconds. 2 keywords going on here. I'll say them out loud for a minute. Energized as I'm breathing in, and focused. Energized and focused. And then we move away, come into a ready position, get somebody calling out these drills. We come in and we go through certain rounds from here. So it might just be really short, 10, 20 seconds, something like that. Doesn't matter. And the actual physical parts of this aren't the important bit. Just practice this over and over again, lots of repetitions. So we go back out again, and you practice it again. This time I won't bother calling it out, but you imagine what's going on in the head. So we come back in, and we practice it again. And then you back out. Here I'm still saying keywords. So I'm preparing right here. Get people to hold this for you on the different calls at different lengths. Sometimes real quick before you go in, sometimes a real long hold here. So you practice on all different scenarios. Again, you come in, bang, go through the phases from here, really short, and back out. So, really good psychological drill. It will make sure that you're not phased by the stare down process at the start, and put you into a position where you feel like you've done it lots of times before. It might be your very first fight, it might be your 3rd or 4th fight, or even more than that. This will help you make sure you're focused in this position and not suffering psychologically if you go through these kinds of repetitions. So stare down drill with the emphasis on the mental side, not the physical side.